Hello and welcome. In March 2025, the small Colombian city of Buga became ground zero for what may be the most significant extraterrestrial contact in human history. What residents witnessed wasn't just another unexplained aerial phenomenon. It was tangible physical proof of otherworldly intelligence. The blue metallic sphere that descended from the skies above Buga represents a watershed moment in human understanding. Unlike countless other UFO sightings that skeptics unfailingly dismiss as misidentified aircraft or weather phenomena, the object was recovered, analysed and documented with unprecedented scientific rigour. Multiple independent witnesses, ordinary citizens with no agenda other than reporting what they saw, captured this extraordinary event on video. These weren't isolated, unreliable accounts, but corroborated testimonies from different vantage points throughout the city. The consistency of their descriptions eliminates any possibility of mass hallucination or coordinated deception. What makes these witnesses particularly credible is their diversity: shopkeepers, students, professionals and families, all describing the same impossible object, moving at incredible speeds without producing a sonic boom, defying our understanding of physics and aerodynamics. The recovered sphere presents evidence that no terrestrial explanation can adequately address. Seamless construction. The complete absence of welds, screws, seams, or manufacturing marks indicates a level of technological sophistication beyond current human capabilities. Impossible internal architecture. X-ray analysis revealed a complex arrangement of smaller spheres around a central chip, a design that serves no known earthly purpose. Anomalous physical properties. The sphere's unusual coldness and the mysterious symbols etched into its surface point to origins beyond our world. Advanced materials. The three-layer metallic construction suggests manufacturing techniques unknown to human science. The Buga Sphere doesn't exist in isolation. It's part of a vast body of evidence that's been systematically documented by countless research groups worldwide. For over 2 decades, these determined efforts have compiled testimony from the most credible witnesses imaginable. Colonel Philip Corso, former Pentagon official who revealed the military's reverse engineering of extraterrestrial technology. Captain Robert Salas, former US Air Force officer who witnessed UFOs disabling nuclear weapons at Maelstrom Air Force Base. Sergeant Clifford Stone, military specialist who participated in UFO crash retrievals for the US Army. NASA and aerospace personnel, Dr. Edgar Mitchell, Apollo 14 astronaut, who confirmed the reality of extraterrestrial visitation. Gordon Cooper, Mercury and Gemini astronaut who witnessed multiple UFO encounters during his military career. Donna Hare, former NASA contractor who testified about UFO evidence being airbrushed from satellite photos. Air traffic controllers and pilots. John Callahan, former FAA division chief who documented the 1986 Japan Airlines UFO encounter over Alaska. Captain Rodrigo Bravo, Chilean naval pilot, whose UFO encounter was officially acknowledged by the Chilean government. These aren't conspiracy theorists or attention seekers. They're qualified professionals with impeccable credentials, security clearances, and everything to lose by coming forward. The global establishment of official UAP research programs represents an unprecedented acknowledgement of this reality. The All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, the AARO, has documented hundreds of cases that defy conventional explanation. NASA's dedicated UAP study team has moved the scientific community toward accepting what was once considered impossible. From China's UFO monitoring centres to Russia's declassified military encounters, from European academic studies to Japan's official investigations, the global scientific community is united in recognising that we're dealing with technology of non-human origin. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb's international initiative represents the pinnacle of scientific legitimacy, deploying advanced sensor arrays and AI-driven analysis to capture definitive proof of extraterrestrial technology. When we examine the totality of evidence, from the Disclosure Project's military testimonies to the physical reality of the Buga Sphere, a clear pattern emerges: consistent technology signatures, objects displaying impossible flight characteristics, seamless construction, and advanced materials. Global occurrence, sightings and encounters spanning every continent and culture. Official acknowledgement. Government agencies worldwide moving from denial to investigation. Physical trace evidence, recovered materials, electromagnetic effects, and documented interactions with human technology. The mysterious symbols covering the Buga Sphere, resembling ancient cuneiform and runic scripts, suggests a deliberate attempt at communication. Advanced AI analysis indicates these markings may contain warnings about environmental transformation, demonstrating not just intelligence, but concern for our planet's future. The sphere's internal structure, with its precisely arranged microspheres and central processing unit, represents technology that our civilization cannot replicate. This isn't speculation, it's documented fact based on rigorous scientific analysis. The Buga Sphere stands as irrefutable proof that we have entered a new chapter in human history. The convergence of credible witness testimony from the Disclosure Project, official government acknowledgement, and physical evidence creates an overwhelming case that can no longer be ignored or dismissed. We are witnessing the end of the cover-up era and the beginning of disclosure. The question is no longer whether extraterrestrial intelligence exists. The evidence is overwhelming and undeniable. The question now is how humanity will respond to this new reality. The Buga Sphere isn't just an artifact, it's a message, a sign that we are being observed, perhaps guided, by intelligences far more advanced than our own. As we stand at this historic threshold, we must prepare for the profound implications of contact with civilizations beyond our world. The truth is no longer hidden. The evidence is undeniable and given further impetus through the Netflix series Ancient Apocalypse, hosted by journalist and author Graham Hancock. This riveting expose sparked widespread debate, presenting the claim that highly advanced civilizations existed well beyond those recognised by mainstream archaeology. The show travels across the globe, pointing to ancient structures and mythologies as evidence for these lost civilizations, arguing that a catastrophic event around 12,000 years ago erased most traces of their existence. Hancock's central thesis is that the end of the last ice age witnessed the destruction of a technologically advanced civilization, with survivors transmitting their knowledge to the world's developing cultures. Major findings highlighted in the show include the monuments at sites such as Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, which Hancock suggests were not built by supposedly primitive hunter-gatherers, but are instead remnant knowledge passed on by survivors of an earlier lost civilization. Similarities in architecture and mythologies across distant cultures, which Hancock claims are explained by a single common source rather than independent development. References to widespread global flood myths, with Hancock citing over 500 legends from various cultures as independent testimony to a past global catastrophe. Throughout the series, Hancock asserts that mainstream archaeologists have overlooked or even deliberately ignored evidence supporting his theories. He references controversial hypotheses like the Younger Dryas impact theory, which suggests a sudden global climate shift due to a meteor strike that triggered the downfall of this older society. The show purports that ancient monuments around the world, including those in Malta and Nan Madol, predate known civilizations and show knowledge of advanced engineering and astronomy. The survivors of ancient apocalypse seeded knowledge that influenced the rise of civilizations in Mesopotamia, Egypt, and the Americas. Suggests that uniform collapse of early civilizations around the Younger Dryas period is not coincidental, but physical and geologically compelling evidence of a worldwide cataclysm. While ancient apocalypse asserts an overabundance of evidence for advanced pre-Ice Age civilizations, the mainstream archaeological community has typically been sneeringly critical. Despite the controversy, ancient apocalypse has significantly shaped public debate around alternative theories and histories, amassing millions of viewers worldwide. Hancock's narrative of hidden truths and deliberately obfuscated chapters of human achievement continues to capture and stimulate the wider community. In summary, Ancient Apocalypse presents a stimulating collection of structures, fascinating myths, and hypotheses as compelling proof of a highly advanced progenitor civilization, possibly even more than one. Predictably, this monumental and ever-amassing body of evidence is derisively mocked by the establishment's tawdry stable of mainstream media trolls and globalist shills masquerading as science commentators. You know, those pompous talking heads robotically parroting the same preposterous script that no one believes anymore. These loathsome deep state skeksis lend new dimensions to disinformation. So treat their threadbare lie of human history with the same contempt they've heaped upon us since day one. Thank you for watching.